Hey, what's the goings on? What is going on? I'm here. You'll be mod. You already know. You already know. Thank you, Emma. It's great to be seen. I hope you guys miss me. I hope you guys have missed me. Hey, 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 everybody. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. I was busy revamping the website. I had to move it, actually rebuild it and move it to another platform. So you guys go to the uglygirlsclub.com. It is live. I'm about to put together a Facebook group page to accompany it. I got to figure out some things with that because that takes work to moderate and all that stuff. I might need moderators for that too. Um, but the website is live. It is live. I moved it to another platform so you can subscribe easily. You can see the content more easily. You can contact me and all that kind of great stuff. You came for the jewels today? Oh, did you? Listen, I did a post yesterday, right? And on my Facebook page. And in the post was meant to uplift as all my stuff is, right? And I stated that women should not be jealous of each other. You want to be a moderator too, Raquel? Okay. I stated that women should not be jealous of each other. This is something I say all the time, don't I? Don't I? All of you who think there's light skin privilege, don't I tell you don't be jealous of them either? Do I not? Message is nothing new. But in this message, I put pictures up of different celebrities with makeup and without each of them side by side. I had the girl from Scandal, forgot her name, the star of Scandal. What's her name? I can't remember. But I had a picture of her, all prettied up, and a picture of her with no makeup. I had a picture of Iman with makeup and without. I had a picture of Katy Perry with makeup and without. I think I had a picture of Rihanna also with makeup and without makeup. Who else did I have? Um, who else did I put up there? I put Angela Bassett with and without makeup, and Kim Kardashian. Who else? I'm trying to think of who else. I know I'm missing some people. I'm missing some folks. But I had about 16 pictures up of celebrity women who were glammed up and just regular, no glam. Oh, Jennifer Lopez. I had a picture of her too, with makeup and without. And for some reason, that post it went viral. It went viral. I think up to right now, if it's not close to 400 hits on it, it might be at this point. It got a whole gang of shares. And a lot of women, even Becky's, y'all, even Becky's came to my post calling me, what they said? I was a pick me, bitch. Even the Becky's came. And it was surprising that a message like, listen, we're all in the same boat. A message like the women that you feel that you can't measure up to, this is how they really look, right? And I'm saying that to say the glamour, attraction, this thing called beauty is relatively an illusion. Most of it is an illusion. And the women that came to my page talking about how I'm a hater, how I'm just, I'm spewing all this venom because I'm ugly and I'm frustrated with myself. This is why I'm throwing all this shade, and I picked the worst pictures of these women to post up, and I got these hang-ups and all this stuff. This is how the majority of them read the post. This is how their comprehension went. It wasn't empowering to them. It was me personally throwing shade on a bunch of celebrity women that I didn't know because I'm ugly, right? And it was eye opening. It was eye opening to say the least. The amount of friction, the amount of lack of understanding. Like a lot of people are functionally literate. That's what I've come to realize too. A lot of people think they know, and I had a few of them that was still, they all this intellectualizing off of things that I didn't even say. I'm like, you're throwing around four-syllable words, but you still don't understand what I said. You still don't understand. You're postulating here and all that kind of stuff, and you still are making no sense because you're assuming that I said what I didn't say. So I was like, okay, so we got a lot of illiterate people out here. And for the most part, what men say about us is absolutely true. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's absolutely true. We lie constantly. We can't tell the truth to save our lives. We can't tell the truth even to save our own lives. We can't. We're dumb. We're a little bit stupid. I have to come to a couple of, hard conclusions about us. That we're not as smart as we think we are. How could you think that the message was anything other than, listen, you got a shot too. The women that you're jealous of, that you're crying in the middle of the night that you can't be like, this is how they look. This is how they really look. That glamour, beauty is a tool. Don't I say this all the time on my channel? Glamour and beauty are nothing but tools. They hold no merit in and of themselves. It's just to get someone to smile and maybe give you an offer or two. It's just to get somebody to smile and or make them think that you're smarter than what you actually are. And I'm beginning to believe that a lot of us need makeup for that. You need makeup to make up for the intelligence that we do not have. That's the harsh conclusion. It was, it was really, I was embarrassed by how much women didn't comprehend what I was saying. It was embarrassing. I'm afraid for us, actually. Quite honestly, I'm afraid for some of us. We a lot of us are fools. We are, and there is no sisterhood. I've said this all the time on my channel. There is no sisterhood. The moment anyone tries to genuinely tell you what's going on, which I'm one of few out here. You ladies are getting scammed and snake oil by everybody. Wives trash and garbage telling you, oh yeah, you got a chance, this hope for you, you're all right the way you are. They're telling you everything you want to hear, and you don't feel any better about yourself. Your self-esteem it hasn't increased. You still have self-doubt. You're still afraid of men. You're still afraid of still not taking a chance on what you want to do. You don't believe in yourself. Nothing has really changed, but you believe in the snake oil that they're selling, right? You believe it. And here I am telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. And what am I reduced to? Oh, you're ugly and you're bitter. That's why you're saying what you're saying. You're ugly and you're bitter. Hello, did you check? Who's in denial about any of that? Did you check the manifesto? Come with something else, because I've already that's my title. I'm getting ready to put the shirt on. I'm getting ready to have the shirt on. Ugly Girl Ambassador. Nobody's running from that title here. I own it. I own it. Why? For the very reason that the backlash, and if you guys go to my Facebook page and you go see the post, go see what people said for yourself. Go see what they said for yourself. I own the title for that very reason. We talk about what men do. We talk about how men, they put a monkey wrench in our program. They make us feel less than. They degrade us and they use us and they abuse us and all that kind of stuff, when really it's us. It's us. It's not men. It's us. We classify, we class cast each other. I'm here for you, vagina, just like you, and you trying to scam me. You trying to run your okey doke on me, and I'm a woman, a natural born woman just like you. But you're too stupid to know when and when not to use all your feminine charm. You don't understand that I'm a woman too, and I understand this. I don't have a dick for you to mount. So you gotta come at this thing another way. You gotta just be real. Put it like that. You gotta just be real, and we can't do that. We can't do that. It was amazing. It was so disappointing. It was so disappointing. I'm like, we're not sharp at all. We're not sharp at all. It's always reduced to your credibility is shot because you're not cute. We call each other the same names that we blame men for calling us. We do the same thing. You're ugly. You got a lot of kids. What is it? What, you have a GED. What was it, the stuff that we say? All the stuff that men say about us is what we say to each other. And we sling it first. We sling it first. Imagine that. Imagine that. This is why I tell you have no friends. Oh, Celsius, why you say that? Uh-huh. You don't. These are cold, hard facts. These are cold, hard facts. Every friend that is your friend for a specific reason. Because you don't intimidate her. Maybe you're a little bit uglier than she is, and she can tolerate you. She can use you for what she can use you for, and that's why you have a friendship. Because you can keep secrets of where her bodies are buried. You're her accomplice in crime. She doesn't really like you. She just knows that you're not really no competition. So come on, you could be my friend. You're uglier than me, so you could be my friend. Talk to me. Talk to this is Hey Selkis, what you're saying on choosing to be celibate as a woman when you're already in a relationship and having sex. What do I think about you're wanting to be celibate and you're in a relationship? Well, I would have to ask what's the purpose behind your celibacy if you're in a relationship? Did he cheat on you? He has another woman? I would have to know the details, the context of why you're choosing to do that. Why you're choosing to do that. You said you appreciate other women? Well, you're one of few. If that is true, you're one of few. Most women don't appreciate other women. Most women are just in competition in their heads with other women for no reason at all. Just hatred for no reason at all. They hate you because you're ugly. People hate you because you're ugly, because you don't look cute. And women do this more than men do. Truth be told, women do this more than men do. We don't dress up for men. We dress up for women. We try to impress and make other women jealous. That's the real deal. Okay? Don't get it twisted out here. All these sisterhood groups, that want to male bash and toxic masculinity and men this and men this and men that and men did us wrong. You watch them. You watch them chicks. Because the moment you don't tell them what they want to hear, they turn on you like piranhas. They'll turn on you and eat you alive. God forbid they know your business. God forbid they know where you live and you told them a few of your secrets. It's over. It's over for you, because women have no fucking loyalty. None. None whatsoever. That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm talking to y'all grown stuff here. Whether you accept it or not, it is what it is. But I realize that the group of women that I'm catering to is even smaller than I thought. It's even smaller than I thought. Had me rethinking some things. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Am I really wasting my time on idiots? Is what the powers that be when they say we don't know what we want? It might be true, or that we don't want the truth. That might be true also, or that we want to be slaves. I think that's also true. That we need to be led. I think that's all. How about that? Eugenics is necessary. How about that? All the things that we saying are evil. Once the veil is lifted, you realize, oh my God, there's a lot of food for the gods walking around here. A lot of us are useless eaters. A whole bunch. A whole bunch. I'm giving you real keys, but it's not salacious. It's not what you want to hear, so therefore it's not valuable. You're not making me feel good about myself, Selkis. I can't do that. There's nothing I say that's going to make you feel good about yourself. You feeling good about yourself is you deciding to feel good about yourself. There's nothing there's nothing that anyone can say that's going to really make an impact on you. You have to decide that for yourself. Because if that were true, then your mother's love would have healed you by now. Talk to me. Then your mother's love, because some of you have fucked up mothers, but some of you had good mothers too. And your mother's love, if that was the case, if that's all that was needed, you wouldn't be so jacked up right now and confused about your value and your worth. We need more than that. We need more than someone just telling us what we want to hear. That's what gets us into trouble in the first place. Hearing what we want to hear instead of seeing things for what they are. That is what gets us into trouble. And if you're an unattractive woman, you don't need to entertain any more lies. You don't need to be an audience or be entertained by lies. That's not going to help you feel good about yourself. That's not going to make you more prettier. It's not going to make you more money. It's going to make you more nothing. 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 So you have to come to that conclusion, that harsh reality too. That being lied to is not going to help your self-esteem. It's not going to boost your self-esteem. Me telling you can do it, you can do anything, Susie. Really? No, you can't. You got to figure out what you can do. You got to figure out what are your boundaries. What's the maximum expansion of your own intellect? How smart are you? How strong are you physically and mentally and emotionally? Because these things determine what you can and cannot do. You can't do anything. None of us can. Life is not fair. Why? Because each one of us has a set point. We have a set point in strength, intellect, based on our age, how we perceive the world, how we handle our emotions. That determines what we can and cannot do. And everybody's different. Everybody's different. Oh, you're not saying supportive things, Selkis. You're not being supportive. So what do you want me to say? What am I supposed to say? I'm telling you, I show pictures of all these gorgeous women. I never even said any of them were ugly. It was the women who viewed the post and the before, I guess you could call it before and afters. They were saying that all of the women were unattractive before. I'm saying all of these women are regular women. That was my point. But they said, the ones that said that I was being demeaning, called the women attractive before they were glammed up. The irony. What my point was that any one of these women walking down the street wasn't going to turn nobody's head. None in their natural state. They'll be just like you and me. Just like you and me, walking down the street. You're not going to look twice. You're not going to look twice at J-Lo when she's not made up. You're not. That's just it. You're not going to look twice at Angela Bassett when she's not made up. You're not. And she's 60. Yeah, we're going to bow our heads to that because she's bad. When she's cleaned up, she is bad. She does not look 60. I won't take that away from her. Her skin regimen is on point. On point. But when she doesn't have any of that on, when she doesn't have the one and the face beat and the clothes and all that, you're not looking at her twice on the street. You're not. So what are we doing here? Is the point that I'm making. Glamour is magic. Did I not say that? Glamour is magic. It's sorcery. It's the same thing these guys complain about. Like, women are honest, but look at your face. You have a completely build a bear face. Nobody to be honest with you. And they're right about that. You're a total misrepresentation of what you are, of what you really are. Why? Because you want to be perceived as more valuable than what you are. You're spoiled milk, right? The meat's gone bad. The meat's you're past your expiration date, but you want to look fresh. So you put all this stuff on so you can look fresh, right? And some of us can sell this fake freshness more than others. That's all it is. Some of us are very skillful. Either we have the resources to hire the best people to make our milk taste fresh when it's spoiled, or we top-notch people make us look like we're not spoiled milk. Some of us can't afford that. Some of us just don't have the skill, the wherewithal, the energy for it. That's all. What woman has not experienced heartbreak? Tell me what pretty woman has never gotten her heart broken. And you think her life is better than yours. And she experiences the same thing you do. But you know why you feel that her life is better than yours? Because you believe her fucking lies. You believe you're just like these dinglings out here. You're just like these men that believe her fucking marketing campaign. That's what you believe. You believe the shit that she says. You believe her life is just, everything is so nice and so orderly and perfect in her life. You believe what she's saying. Are you not a woman? And you know what women do. Are you forgetting that you're a woman? Why are you jealous of other women when you're a woman? And you know what it is we do. You know the front, to the fucking fronting that we do in order to be perceived as, this woman that's wanted by the whole world. You know the extent to which we do that. And you're jealous of another woman? You're jealous of her marketing. That's all. That's all this stuff is. But if I tell you that, it's like, where do you go from there? That's the thing. But what do I do with that, Selkis? I'm not feeling good about myself when you say this, Selkis. The truth doesn't feel good to y'all. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because the same women that you're slinging mud with, calling this one ugly and that one ugly, the man you fucking don't like how you look. How about that? The man you screwing wish you look like somebody else. And you calling other women unattractive? You saying she ain't got this and she ain't got that and she's this and but you got this and when I see women pick each other apart, I'm like, you don't have a vagina between your legs. What are you doing? What are we doing? It amazes me. Amazes me. Listen, y'all, this is why I fall back. I'm a healer. I'm a medicine woman. And I call myself that for a reason because this stuff is bitter, but it will heal you. But I fall back because I'm not for the show. I'm not for the pageantry because I understand the extent to which we lie, to which we front and pretend, because it's a matter of survival for a lot of us. If you don't put on a show, you don't eat. If you don't act like you're worthy, you don't eat. But the point is that a lot of us are just acting. We're just actresses. We don't really believe anything we say about ourselves. This high value and, you got to have standards and boundaries and all. You don't believe that. You don't believe. That's the problem. We say a lot of stuff that we do not believe. And we say it to ourselves and we say it to each other in these little, little incense burning circles and little yoni workshops and jade egg workshops that y'all do and all these other channels that you hop around to, and they tell you all these nice gushy mushy ass stuff. So give you another fix, give you another hit like the crackhead that you are. And then when you go in the mirror, what it fizzles out like a helium balloon. You fizzle out like a helium balloon. It just float away. It just float away. And why do I say this? Why am I even qualified to say this? Because I was there. I've been through the same thing. Trying to bend over backward and please people and pretend like, I got standards and this and that, and I don't care what anybody thinks, and been there. Been there. Then when you get home alone, and it's you in the mirror, it's a whole different story. A whole different story. And that's what it is. We gotta get real. We gotta get real. People pleasing will kill you. That's why so many women are dying from heart disease, high blood pressure in their 40s and younger. Say it again, Ivy. This stuff manifests as illness. Your pretentiousness manifests as illness. Why? Because your pretentiousness causes suppression and repression and all of that. It causes suppression and repression. And suppression and repression lead to disease. It leads to disease. So you're never really hiding anything. I think that will be the point. Nature's going to reveal what you are. Nature's going to reveal it. This thing called vanity that I tell you ladies to give it back to the devil, is real. It's destroying a whole lot of women. You know how many women I talk to that have contemplated suicide because of the way that they look? Do you know how many women are in jail right now chasing validation from men and catching cases out here because they have no self-esteem because of the way they look? You know how many? A lot. A lot. So let vanity go. But some of you won't do it. When I say that I'm an ugly girl, you're not ugly, so I wish you would not say that. That's so negative, and it's so negative. And you know who says that to me? Other ugly girls. I know. Listen, it's the ugly girls. I'm like, listen, join the club. Don't post up for me. Don't post up for me. You got a mirror. I know what's going on when you go home. Don't do that for me. I don't need that. I don't need that. You need to come on over here and let's hash this thing out. Let's work this thing out. Let's work through what it is. Let's work through you facing what you are, facing yourself, so that you can find some intrinsic value and not be a pawn, not put frequent flyer miles on your vagina and do all this validation chasing with like a dog just chasing his tail. Let's work on being honest about this thing. It be these ugly chicks. No, suckers, everyone's beautiful. Everyone's fearfully made in God's eyes. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What does fearfully made? Why would God make anything with fear? What? What? Listen. I don't get it. I don't get it. We believe things that we don't believe. We believe things that we don't believe. You're beautiful until you say something they don't like, then you're ugly. Bingo. Bingo. That's why you just take it off. Just wipe the table off with all of that. Because even their compliments are fucking conditional. Even a goddamn compliment that anybody can give you, it comes with conditions. They're saying it because they think they giving you something so that you owe them something in return. Take the shit off the table. Take it off. You don't owe nobody nothing. And that's all that happens when you believe that shit. You feel like you owe them something now. Oh, you make me feel so good about myself. I gotta return the favor now, and that's what gets a lot of y'all hemmed up. A lot of y'all with your knees up in the air because he complimented you. A lot of y'all with your legs open because he gave you a compliment. You feel like you gotta reciprocate. You feel like you gotta exercise reciprocity for a compliment that is conditioned, that comes with stipulations, caveats, nuances, guidelines, innuendos, all that shit. All of that. Why is it bad to compliment people? It's not bad. It's not bad to compliment anybody. I'm saying women think it holds value. And what I'm saying to you, Beauty, and everybody else is that people say compliments all the time. People will tell you things they don't mean. That's what I'm saying. So if there's a possibility and a probability that someone's telling you something that they may not really mean, then what you do is adopt a take it or leave it attitude. That's all. You take it or leave it. It's neither here nor there. That's it. That's it. Women like to hear they're right. Of course. Of course. This is why men said we're neurotic, we're crazy, we're emotionally unstable. They are correct in everything they say about us. That's the unfortunate, harsh reality. It is. Now, whether they contribute to that, that's a whole nother argument in itself. Because men contribute to it. But what they say about us is absolutely correct. Absolutely. It is what it is. So while you're trying to be pretty, have a pretty mind too. Make sure your mind is pretty too. Make sure your mind is pretty too. Listen, this Ugly Girls Coalition, this Ugly Girls Club is controversial, it's revolutionary, it's off the beaten path, it's quirky, it's crazy, it's all kinds of stuff. But it's the truth. It's the truth. That's what it is. You can call it all kinds of negative. Some could be negative and true, Negative ain't even an insult to me. If what I'm saying is negative, so be it. But it's the truth. It's the truth. So you pick your poison. You rather things that sound good but ain't true, or things that negative but are true. You gotta pick which side you're gonna be on. You gotta pick which side you're gonna be on. Are you kidding me? Nobody can validate me. Nobody. I've heard enough empty promises, empty compliments, empty pick-me-ups, empty what is it? Positive reinforcement to last me my entire life. I've heard enough of that to last me my entire life. And what I do know is that it didn't change what was up in here. Nothing that anybody said to me changed what was up in here. Am I wanting peons here? No, I want what is a coalition? That means we're standing together. We're about the same cause. I don't want nobody following me. I want you to be able to use your noggin and think for yourself. I want to train you to think for yourself. That's all. Not to follow me. I want us to be able to sit together, have a drink, and laugh at what's going on out here. And I want you to be able to get the joke. I want us to laugh because you get the joke too. Not that you are the joke, but you get the joke. That is what I want here. You guys are getting snake oil by people out here making promises, and on the back end, they're like, well, I got her money. They laughing at you because they selling you hope. They selling you hope. What kind of ugly? What the fuck? Go to the uglygirlsclub.com, click on the manifesto, and you will understand what the philosophy is about. I don't have time to explain it here, or you can see the about section of this page. I don't know how you got here, but there's explanations on this thing all around. If you really are so inclined, if you really want to know and you're not a heckler, then go to the site and then you'll see for yourself. That's all I can say. Suckers, it was hard for me to listen to you at first, but the truth is truth. I don't care whether it makes me uncomfortable or not. The truth will set me free. Listen, it's hard for me to listen to me. It's hard for me. Sometimes I say, oh, Lord, did I say that? Oh, did I say that? But it has to be said. It has to be said. How long are we gonna get scammed out here? How long? It bites. It bites, but you know, it's a good bite. It's a love bite. It's a love bite. Girl, you look bad. Oh, we got some trolls in here today. What are you guys? Are you a guy? Layden. I don't even know if you're a girl or a guy with that name. As a guy, I think there's a lot I can learn from this group. You know, guys secretly follow me. There's a lot of guys that secretly follow me. You know how many girls on social media come to me privately and say, you know, to say that their boyfriends or their exes told them to follow me? Like some of the guys are suggesting that their exes follow me and get my information. There's a lot of that. There's a whole lot of that. So it is what it is. Some people up front with it, and some people, you know, they take notes from the background. You know, they're kind of quiet and, you know, inconspicuous and all that kind of stuff. And it's okay. It's all right. I wish I could be inconspicuous too. If I could crawl under a rock and never be seen again, that would be fine for me. This is not my element, but this is what is necessary for me to do in order for my ministry to grow. Because I'm going worldwide. Y'all got me to yourselves now, but I'm going to reach the four corners of the earth. I'm going to talk to women in Israel and Africa and Germany and yes, all over the world. All over the world. That's my plan. Because women are all over the world are saying the same things and need the same tools. They need the same break in their matrix too. They're suffering the same way we are over here in America. No different. It's no different. Like a good bad? Oh, okay. Aisha says, so because none of my friends like you. I love that. Then I must be doing something good. Give up the give up the quest to be accepted and validated. Every woman will become ugly at some point. You will get old and become invisible to people. This is listen, this is what I've said. You're quoting what I've said. I've said, listen, you either get the lesson now while you can still play some chess moves. Why not get the lesson now while you can utilize it? Instead of waiting till nature gives it to you in a form of old age where it doesn't fucking matter no more. Because when you're old, it don't matter what you know. Who's checking for you then? What changes and alterations can you make then? Nature takes away your beauty. So even if you're beautiful now, nature will take it away. Listen, I've sat with women who had big, round, beautiful butts back in the days, waist snatch and all that kind of stuff. Every man's dream, and they lived to be old enough when nobody's looking at them. It's coming for everybody. Everybody, get the lesson now. Get it now. Honestly, I got tired of chasing vanity. My goal is to eventually get married while I'm still in the game and ride my my hubby's face. All right, Ivy. Well, we got work to do to get you marriage ready. We got work to do then. My thing is buffering bad, y'all. I'm about to end this live. I don't know what's going on. So, I'm getting ready to go. Yes, that's what you ideally have to do, beauty. You see me? Yeah, I'm getting ready to close it down for the day. If, those of you who have not subscribed to the website, you need to do that as soon as you get off this live. Go to the uglygirlsclub.com and become a member of the site. Read my story, read my about section. You know, got pictures on there. You can see how I look from head to toe. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. And submit your stories. Let me know what you think. So, because I have several experiences where I'm with a group of girls for class, and one girl would compliment the other girls and never say anything nice to me. I laugh because she really thinks it's valuable. And why are you laughing about that, Rosemary? Tell me, what conclusion have you come to reach a point where you see what she's trying to do, and now you can laugh at it, because I'm sure before that it wasn't funny. What's different about it now? I love you too, Ivy. You don't give a damn either way about, just be real. What don't you don't you give a damn about? But Pam made sure to get what she wanted before she got older. Who's Pam? Who y'all talking about? Oh, Pam Greer. Oh, yeah, yes. I mean, there we go. Pam Greer was the bomb.com back in the days. Bomb.com. Beautiful from head to toe. Body snatched, everything for days. Now what? Now what? That's the point. Now what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So we got to put this thing, all of this stuff into perspective. You got to feel good about yourself, even if you don't look good. Although people around you don't want you to feel good about yourself if you don't look good. People want you to be depressed. They want you to be down in the dumps. They want you to feel less than, because then they can take your money. Then they can take your vagina, like they've been doing. They take your vagina, they take your money, they squat in your house, they just take total advantage of you, take your time away, all of that stuff. When you feel bad about yourself. So it's beneficial. It's profitable for people to think, for people to make you think that you're unworthy. And that's just it. The conclusion I understood from you is that is that she thinks vanity is valued. She was pretentious, trying to seek validation of her own value from the other girls. It's funny because none of them would compliment her. Now you see what I'm talking about, Rosemary. And these are her friends. How about that? These are what she considers her friends. This is what I'm talking about. It's a game. It's a game, y'all. It's a game. You don't have any friends. You don't have any friends. You have people that occasionally like what you do, what you give them. They occasionally like your company. And that's all. And that's fine. That's all it really is. The moment you do something that somebody doesn't like, what do they call you? They call you a bitch. They call you ugly. They say you ain't this and that and the other. They say everything that they've always thought of you when you get them angry. How about that? When you get a person out of their script, out of the act, they say everything they've always thought of your job as an ugly girl, to get them to that point as soon as possible. To tell the truth as soon as possible. As soon as possible, so that you know exactly what you have. YouTube is messing with me, y'all. I'm gonna have to go. This thing is chopping up so bad. It's chopping up so bad. Do you think it's weird to not have friends? My heart's been broken by friends too much. No. I don't as a person who I don't have any friends. I have people that I care about, people that I spend time with occasionally. Um, people, if they ask me for things, I would even help them. But to say I have friends, no. No. And there's nothing wrong with not having that. You can care about somebody, but you don't have to care by obligation. A lot of these relationships are by obligation. You feel obligated to do things, you feel obligated to spend time, you feel obligated to give them stuff. It's not really genuine relationships. It's like you're on task. People putting you on task. And you don't have to live your life like that. If you don't want to see somebody for a year, you're entitled to do that. It's like, who makes up these rules? Like, if I'm your friend, I got to see you every weekend? Or if I'm your friend, I got to exchange gifts with you at Christmas? Or if I'm your friend, I got to tell you what you want to hear, right? Who makes that up? So no, I don't think it's weird at all not to have friends. I think it's think it's really better that you don't. You can care about people and still and within caring about them, maintain your boundaries, because once you start labeling stuff, then people put this, oh, you have to do this and then you have to do that, and then it becomes some kind of servitude kind of thing. And I'm telling you now, a lot of women are not really supportive of each other. They're not. And that's just what it is. I feel bad for hurting women in my past. I apologize to women for being negative. Oh, so you hurt a few hearts. You hurt a few hearts. Who's that? Simply T. Oh, you back. I've actually been happy accepting that I'm an ugly girl that has taken so much burden off my mind. Great. Yes, hit the likes. Like up the chat. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. So that's what I got for y'all. You know, that post on Facebook, I had to ponder over it a little bit because I realized the extent to which the expansiveness of our lunacy, the expansiveness of it. Even in white chicks, I'm like, y'all dick suckers here too? Like, really? Come on now, y'all. What is it really? But we so fugazi. That's what we are. Take your time and build yourself from the inside out. Do what is necessary for you. Do the right thing. And that's how you build self-esteem. Not 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 with the cosmetics and all that shit. You build self-esteem by doing the right thing. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now, if you want to pay me to tell you that privately, I'm all ears for that, because this is what I do for a living. If you need to hear it privately along with some other things, I'm here for you. I would gladly take your money. I have no issue with that, because I know what I'm saying. If you apply it, it's going to change your life. I know that for a fact. I know for a fact that everybody else out here that's telling you all the shit that you want to hear is not changing how you feel about yourself inside. You're denying, you're excusing, you're brushing things under the rug, you're compensating for your inadequacies in other ways, but you're not healing. You're not healing. A lot of y'all are just one pill away from jumping off a bridge. You just one pill away from it. That I know. That I know. So if you want to walk this walk with me, this painful walk, this walk is painful. It's lonely. It's painful. I'm not even denying that. It's a lone walk. Just like you came into this world, you going out alone. You're going out alone. What are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I want you to be independent thinkers. That's all. Suckers, to be honest, to be honest, I'm the United States vanity. Vanity is a culture, not a habit. It's hard to break. So I think nothing is hard to break when you have intent, fortitude, conviction, and purpose. There's nothing that's hard to break. You don't have a big enough why. The only reason why you continue doing anything that you do is because you're still getting some benefit out of it. If you didn't get any benefit out of being what you are, you wouldn't be what you are anymore. But if you're still getting if your mind, you're still getting some value out of being what you are, you're going to continue it. And that's just really what it is. You downloaded the book. Thank you. Thank you for your support, Simply T. You build self-esteem by healing and doing the right thing for yourself. Yes, that's the magic pill. There really is no mystery to it. You got what we are fed is self-image. We are fed prescriptions to deal with our self-image, meaning dress a certain way, wear your hair a certain way, talk a certain way, and all of this is to make people respond in a favorable way to you. But that has nothing to do with you, your person. That has nothing to do with this. All that is I want someone to relate to me in a particular way, and I'm going to manipulate the situation to make them think about me a certain way. So I'm going to dress this way so that they'll think about me a certain way and want to talk to me, so that they'll think about me a certain way and want to fuck me, so they'll think about me a certain way and want to pay me. That's all self-image is. It is not self-esteem. Self-esteem is about doing the right thing when nobody's watching, when you don't have no audience, when there's no one to cheer you on, doing what your mind tells you you're supposed to do, and stop breaking your own rules. That is how you build yourself up. That's how. There is no other way. There is no other way. None whatsoever. Yes, your daily routines reinforce that. Peace, David. When I was into my vanity, I would attract the wrong attention. Almost got kidnapped. I was lost. This is the truth. Should have followed my heart years ago. Live and learn. Hey, as long as you learn the lesson, it's not in vain. As long as you apply what you've learned, nothing is in vain, Ivy. Say it was necessary for your growth, because if you learn from your lessons, you can grow. Some of us repeat lessons, and there is no growth if you're repeating the same damn mistake over and over again. How is there growth in that? But if you are learning from it and you decide, I'm never going to do this again, then it's a growth too. It's a growth too. I love you, Selkis. Thank you, Simply T. So that's what it is. Rosemary, nothing is hard to break. No, it's really not. It's emotional attachments. It feels hard because you're emotionally attached to things. That's why anything feels hard to give up when you're emotionally attached to it. But it's not hard. It's not hard to break. It just feels. It feels that way. I need discipline with weight loss. I have none. Well, if you look at what your weight is stopping you from doing now, and really examine that, let that be your incentive to give you the discipline you need. Because where's this weight taking you? Is it taking you down a road to loneliness, more insecurity, health problems? You know, what are you not able to do right now because of the weight that you want to do? And you got to say to yourself, I'm robbing myself of life. Because if your weight is stopping you from experiencing certain things, you're robbing yourself, you're cheating yourself out of your own life. And and then what's the end goal? What's the end goal? We abuse ourselves, you know. We talk about how other people abuse us, but we're participants in our own abuse. When you don't do the right thing, that's abuse. That's self-abuse, you know. You call it, you dress it up. You can dress it up all kinds of ways you want, right? But that's abuse. Self-inflicted abuse. But culture is the way you think and how you live your life. Vanity is like that. For many Americans, vanity like a belief system. I understand what Selkis and everyone else means. Vanity it is based on a belief system. Because we believe that certain people are attractive and certain people are not. We believe that certain people have value and certain people don't. And that's reinforced by society. That's reinforced by the system we call our society. Because if there was no one around to influence what you see as pretty, then what would you see as pretty? Anything you wanted. Okay? Anything you wanted. And this is the problem with guys too, because guys fall into this trap too. There's a lot of guys that like stuff that they're ashamed to like. Uh-huh. There's a lot of guys that like stuff they're a little bit ashamed to like. Because their peer group is going to clown them or make them feel or what they like may not be a status symbol. It may not carry the narrative of I've made it or I have money or whatever it is they're trying to convey to. That's why there's a whole lot of down low stuff going on around here. Because men are ashamed of what they like too. Uh-huh. I had men who didn't want to be with. Oh, you took it. Why you why you deleted the comment, Sierra? Listen, I personally know people that look like supermodels, but because I see their personal lives up close, I know it's all smoke and mirrors. And Ivy, that's the point that I'm trying to make to everybody. There is the presentation, and then there's the close up. And you were like Dorothy when she went to the Wiz to get his magic to take her home, and she found out he was just controlling buttons behind some curtain. You're behind the veil, Ivy. That's what happened there. You're behind the veil. You see behind the veil. You see the trick. You see how the magician practices his tricks. And you realize, okay, this thing it's nothing magical about this thing. He doesn't really have magic. And that's what it is. And everyone has a veil. Everybody. This is why the hatred that women have for each other, I'm like, if you're a woman believing other women's shit, what's wrong with you? Something's really wrong with you. Something's really wrong with you. You got to look at every woman like, okay, that's a woman. You know, to kill your jealousy, you got to look at every woman and say, well, that's just a woman. And when you're saying that, what do you mean? Fronting, lying, insecure, backstabber, needy, selfish. Oh, that's just a woman. Yeah, that's what you got to start saying. Not hubby, but have men tell me because my DF. I don't know what y'all talking about. So yeah, that's what I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. If y'all don't have any other questions, I'm gonna get off this horn and leave y'all to ponder on this broadcast and share it. You guys, go ahead and subscribe to. I have a podcast actually too that you guys need to go listen to the tracks and subscribe to the podcast. Podcast. I'm on SoundCloud. The links are in the description box for that as well. So I'm doing a lot of things. I'm trying to reach y'all auditory, visual, kinesthetic, whatever else I can reach y'all at. I'm trying to hit all points. What can you tell us about careers, Selkis, before you go? Careers? What do you want me to tell you about careers? You gotta follow what it is you want to do. I'm a big advocate for whatever you're passionate about. You pursue it. Whatever you're good at, pursue it. I think it's whatever you're good at, even above what you're passionate about. Because whatever you're good at can finance your passions. You know, a lot of us try to do things that just we're not designed. We're not just we can't do. We're not designed. We like it because somebody else is doing it. Meanwhile, our gifts and what you're born to do, whether you're a mathematician or an artist or whatever it is, whatever your talent is, gets all dust collecting on it because you're looking over there at that person's, glitz, and just do what you're good at. Start there and let that be the foundation. So, because once you make it bigger than where you are today, make sure you remember us, your disciples. Absolutely. You think I can forget y'all? If you're my disciples, how am I gonna forget you? If you really my disciple, you gotta roll with me like Jesus and his, right? You gotta roll with me. You wanna be my disciple, we gotta ride this thing till the wheels fall off. That's what we gotta do. So I'm with it. I ain't gonna never abandon y'all. Never. So yeah, you guys, that's it. So I'm gonna go for those. Somebody donated to me, and I meant to say thank you, and I forgot. Who did the donation? Let me scroll up. Oh, I can't scroll up any further. Whoever gave me the donation, I want to thank you. I'm trying to have an ugly girl meet and greet. I might need you to organize that. I might need some organizing committee of some sort to really get that thing popping. I need to know where everybody's at. That's why y'all gotta subscribe to the site, because I need to be talking to y'all. Y'all need to be talking back to me outside of this platform, so I can really organize some things. Because we are really due for a meetup, so we can cut up and really go in the catacombs. Wherever Celtics goes, we go. We will be there for life. Aw, thank you. Somebody speaking a language I don't understand. I'm sorry, Coker, Andy. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, but if it's kind, I appreciate you. If it's kind, I appreciate you. So you guys, I'm out of here. I gotta. You said I'll fly out. Be willing to sponsor another person's flight too. Wow. Doggone it, Ivy. I love it. We gotta talk. We gotta see what we can organize. Cause it's about time for a meetup. It's about time for a meetup so we can shoot the shit. We can drink. Well, I don't drink. What can I have? A virgin margarita, some pineapple juice or something like that. Maybe I would get fucked up for that night. I don't know. Maybe I would. I just need a wheelchair because if I drink, I can't feel my legs. My legs turn to jello. So y'all gonna need to get rent. If you want me to drink with you, rent a wheelchair because y'all gonna have to wheel a bitch to the car. That's how that goes. So I'm out. Thanks, y'all. Y'all like up the stream. It's 41 people in here now. Like it up, please, before I go. Please hit the like button. Yeah, you need to go to Rent a Center or somewhere and get a wheelchair for your girl. If you want me to sit with you, that's the only way. You're gonna have to push me around. You have to push me around. Yes. All right. I'm out of here. Peace and love. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.